Here's some thoughts on solar marketing from a customer's perspective as someone who's bought 9.5 kilowatts of solar and 2 Powerwalls, okay? With 2 inverters. So it's been 2 separate systems. And let's just start right there. From a marketing perspective, it's super frustrating that the companies don't let you max fit your roof. They don't let you max fit your roof. So when you're out there marketing, you should understand the motivation of the person and why they would want to get solar. Most people want to save money. And in order to save money, you have to overproduce. So stop taking the framing of the utility companies that it's a long-term ROI or it's this like needle at the edges like thing. Like, no. Don't ask them how much they're paying with their utility bill right now. Ask them what is the square footage of their roof and then go big from that perspective, because going big is going to get a bigger ROI for the customer and it's going to change their framing of what they're even doing. They're gonna finance it because financing is the best choice. Paying it in cash is not the best choice. You're making a capital improvement to your home, so you should finance it and get the best rate as possible. And then it's just a part of your mortgage. It's a part of your mortgage. And now, instead of having your energy prices go up and down with the market and your gas prices for your gas vehicle go up and down in the market, you're taking away 2 household bills and replacing with 1 energy production flat rate payment. So that off the bat right there is just remarketing how it's even talked about, like coming to the person and being like, you can be an energy producer, you can have energy independence. I don't hear a lot of people talking about that. I just hear them saying, what's your utility bill? Let's swap you paying these people to paying these people. And it's boring. It's honestly boring. Like going at it from the perspective of you can be an energy producer and produce as all of the energy that you use for your cars and for your house and still have some left over that you can make money in XYZ way. So you need to know the monetization ways that people can make money also. Just stopping right at, well, NEM changed and so you can't really make as much on net energy metering as you used to and it's pennies anyways. Like, no, that's not a good sales pitch. Like you have to know that getting a battery does have a higher ROI. You can use the time of use pricing. You have to know about Bitcoin mining. You have to know that if they have a community choice aggregator, a lot of times the community choice aggregator pays higher for their net surplus compensation than the utility company does. You have to know about virtual power plant like things in your area. So you have to understand and instruct the people that they can produce more than their house uses and make money off of this. And that's how it makes the flat rate payment worth it. So then, in addition to that, for some of these smaller brands, this is something I'm still confused about. And so this is why solar marketing, like you have to address this if you're repping a smaller brand. I don't understand how your smaller brand is going to serve my home long term. I don't understand that. And I don't understand what the app is. Like, where's the app? Like I'm used to the Tesla and Sunrun as like the big brands, big companies, Tesla and Sunrun. I'm comfortable having those 2 apps on my phone, and I'm comfortable understanding that if I go to sell my house, both those companies are there. I'm comfortable understanding that like how to call customer service, all that stuff. So I'm sure these smaller brands have customer service and I'm sure there's answers to these questions, but it's something that you have to be able to explain. Because another thing on the brands, because there's all these different like reseller agreements and the resellers will have their own brands and then they're repping like a bigger solar brand or a bigger installer brand, that's confusing. Like I've been door knocked for that. And again, this is like, I make videos about solar on the internet. Like I love my system. Like I love being an energy producer. And when I'm door knocked by random brands, the people cannot explain the relationship between the reseller and between the installer. And so that's super annoying to then see like multiple different brands and multiple different logos, which then leads to the whole, like, I don't know how my analytics are going to work. I don't know how the analytics are going to work. I don't know how I'm going to know how much it's producing. I don't know, what your guys' software looks like. And so that is a bummer. So with all that being said, if you are an independent installer and you're able to like DIY it or like small team it for people for under what the big companies charge, that's absolutely cool. Like that's absolutely cool. And I want to see that continue to take off. I just have never been pitched well on that. I wish I had been pitched well on that, because I'm sure there absolutely is a way to like DIY it or small team it and get the solar panels yourself, and then maybe find a different way through like, I don't know, if this then that, or like some other sort of software solution for getting the stats. Like one example on this is like the Tesla app through the Tesla Powerwalls is a sick app. And so if you have the ability to third-party install panels and then have all your analytics through the Tesla app, that is a solid setup. Like if I was to ever rep a third-party like company, that's what I would want to do. I'd want to be throwing Tesla Powerwalls, multiples on people's houses, and filling up the entire roof with third-party panels and undercutting the cost of the big guys, and knowing how to get their overproducing systems approved by the utility company in their area. That is the magic. So the magic is have sick flat rate financing at a great rate so they can think about it just like another mortgage on their house, be able to install Tesla Powerwalls, be able to undercut the cost of the big guys, and understand and explain to them that all the software is going to run through the Tesla app. That's what I would do for my solar marketing if I was presented with the opportunity to kind of run, a solar marketing team. And I hope that's useful for you. Go ahead and watch these next videos and let me know in the comments if that makes sense.